Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another episode of the Daily Palantir. We have two deals to talk about today. Number one is an indirect healthcare partnership deal that a lot of people probably didn't get, went under the radar. We're going to talk about how that benefits Palantir. Number two is a more direct space partnership that we got for Palantir. We already got another space deal last week. That deal is actually intertwined with the space deal we got this week. Stock was up about 5% today, about $25.20. Maybe it was because of this deal. SaaS tended to have a good day, as we saw with Snowflake, CRM, Datadog, all these companies benefiting. But this deal definitely helped. Two deals to break down. Let's get into it. Okay, so first, real quick, just going to the stock. Obviously, Palantir had a pretty good day. And the broader market had a good day as well, definitely for SaaS. So Palantir right here, 25.32 after hours, 25.22, up 4.65% on the day. It was a strong day for Palantir. You can see that big bounce right there. I think we were at like 23.97 in the pre-market, bounced up to 25.40, came down a little bit to 25.02, and then at 25.32. What's really good about this move from a stock perspective is that we touched 26.60 last week, then we came back down. It seems like Palantir wants to find more discovery in that $25 range, especially because when we came down, we played around in the 24s, and then today we broke out into the 25. So nice to see Palantir trying to get back into that $25 range. If you take a look at the SaaS names, all of them are green, as you can see on the left-hand side of my screen. GitLab, Twilio, Intuit, Zscaler, CrowdStrike, Net, ServiceNow, Adobe, CRM actually had a really nice rebound. Even Snowflake about 3.71% on the day. Snowflake, or CRM right here, Snowflake went from 285 to 212. Now back to 253. So I think the argument that SaaS needed an AI tailwind, and some of these SaaS companies don't really have AI actually driving the earnings, is still a legit argument. And Adobe had a good earnings, which showed that Adobe as a SaaS does have an AI tailwind. And over the long term, that's going to play out. But the market also probably just wanted exposure to names that got oversold. I've said on the channel, I thought CRM was oversold. I definitely thought Snowflake was oversold at 125. Long term, not the biggest fan of those companies. I'd rather have more Palantir. But in the short term, of course, I mean, when you get that oversold and we're in the bull market that we are in right now, you're going to get a bit of a bounce. And so Palantir, I believe, benefited off of that general SaaS rally we saw today, but also the deal we got was very important for Palantir, and it was nice to see we got another partnership. Okay, so let's talk about the first deal Palantir got that a lot of you probably didn't hear about, and then we'll get into the space contract. So shout out to Arnie. He posted this on X a couple of days ago. If you don't follow Arnie, please make sure to follow him. So let's see how many people remember this. I'm actually curious how many people remember the name of this platform. Surgence. What is Surgence? Surgence is the healthcare supply chain platform Palantir built in collaboration with Concordance. Now, Concordance, and this is a deal I think we got late 2022, early 2023, is a healthcare solutions provider, and they manage a ton of healthcare supply chains. Yesterday, Surgence, which is the name of the platform, think of it like Skywise, Palantir, and Airbus. That's basically what Surgence is with healthcare supply chains. Surgence announces collaboration with the Mayo Clinic. This is one of the most reputable and important hospitals in the United States of America, the Mayo Clinic. By the way, mayonnaise is disgusting. I like literally vomit when I think of mayonnaise, but regardless, the Mayo Clinic, to innovate the healthcare supply chain. Surgence, a cloud-based digital platform created by Concordance Innovations, a wholly owned subsidiary of Concordance Healthcare Solutions, is pleased to announce a collaboration with the Mayo Clinic to integrate Surgence into their digital supply chain, enhancing the Surgence platform. A strong healthcare supply chain is foundational and a key enabler of organizations providing a high-value and resilience network of care. Concordance Innovations embarked on a digital journey to bring Surgence to the industry with the goal of connecting trading collaborators, supply chains, in a secured, agnostic, cloud-based platform. Through flexible data connections, Surgence provides near real-time visibility upstream and downstream for more informed, proactive decision-making, ranging from order management to predictive forecasting. Alerts and workflows are embedded in applications to integrate with insights and unlock value for organizations. That is essentially the language and terminology that Palantir uses, because this platform, Surgence, with Concordance, is created with Palantir. So really exciting stuff to see Surgence collaborate with the Mayo Clinic. Again, the Mayo Clinic, one of the most reputable hospitals in the United States of America. Why is the Mayo Clinic using the Surgence platform? Because they probably need help with their supply chain and managing their supply chain. This is the Mayo Clinic right here. Again, Very important hospital. I'm sure some people watching this in the United States probably had some experience with it. Tons of locations across the United States. It's also global as well, so they've got some locations in Europe. But it's one of those hospitals and research institutions that wants to be on the cutting edge of innovation in the context of being ready to unlock value and make data-driven decisions. And they're probably thinking of all the different ways they can unlock AI, machine learning, etc., into their enterprise. So the quick takeaway from that is Palantir building entire operating systems with their partners like Concordance, and then other healthcare ecosystems and system providers using those platforms that are powered by Palantir, which only makes the platform more valuable, create more R&D for Palantir, generate more network effects for more hospitals. What if the Mayo Clinic says, hey, Palantir, we're already using this thing you made with Concordance. Can you kind of do some of this stuff for us? And Palantir is like, sure, yes, we can. Opening up more clients and opportunities and ultimately revenue growth for Palantir. So really nice deal from the Mayo Clinic in the context of what they're doing with Concordance. And I think that is the Palantir thesis in a nutshell. They are going to get many, many more deals in the future because companies that don't even know about them are using their platform, and they're going to start realizing maybe we should take Palantir more seriously. Okay, final deal of the day. Let's talk about what they're doing in space. Now, this was a really cool deal that we got this morning. A couple of days ago, we got that Starlab deal, which was a great deal as well for the commercial space station that Palantir is going to be essentially the modern operating system with Foundry and AIP for Starlab. Today, we get a deal that they are working with Voyager. Now, Voyager is a company that Palantir had a memorandum of understanding, an MOU with, back in like March. So we kind of knew this was going to happen, but today it became official. So Palantir partners with Voyager Space to leverage artificial intelligence to drive innovation in space technology. This deal, again, comes 1 week after Palantir was chosen by Starlab to be the operating system for their new space station. Now, what's interesting about this deal is that Voyager is actually working with Palantir and the company that we just talked about, Starlab. So here's the PR. Let's bring this up right here, and let's read through a little bit of this. This partnership solidifies Voyager's commitment to leading the space industry in AI-driven innovation, ensuring robust and agile solutions for defense and commercial applications. So it's not just something Voyager wants to use on the commercial sector, but it's also something they think they can use Palantir software for when it comes to the public sector. Expanding on a previous MOU, Voyager will now fully integrate Palantir's AI capabilities into their defense solutions, benefiting from Palantir's deep expertise delivering for the DoD. Not many companies can say that they work with the DoD, so they can help other commercial partners try to work with the DoD. This collaboration enhances communications, military research and development, as well as intelligence and space research, making space more accessible to the defense community. I mean, again, that is the Palantir moat playing out in real time. The fact that they work in defense, the fact that 50% of their business is government, they can work with commercial clients that need access to the government. President of Voyager Space, we are thrilled to partner with Palantir, a company that shares our vision for leveraging technology to drive transformative change. By embracing Palantir's game-changing AI across our operations, we not only enhance Voyager's defense tech capabilities, but also set a new standard for the broader aerospace industry. This collaboration will enable us to deliver unprecedented value and innovation to our customers and stakeholders. Now, Voyager will leverage Palantir Foundry and the AIP platform to drive value in its in-house payload management system for the ISS, as well as onboard the Starlab commercial space station in the future. It is also building a prototype customer hub for its customers to submit payload requests via Palantir software. So Starlab is building a commercial space station. Voyager is doing a bunch of things to tackle the commercial space opportunity in defense and in the private sector. Palantir is the missing piece in the middle that says, hey, you both have a lot of synergies. There's a lot of symbiosis in regards to what you're doing in space. We can be the operating system for both of you, and then you can use the platform we built in a very integrated ecosystem to then benefit from each other's use of our platform. That, to me, is a network effect that is going to result in the future in more and more deals happening just like this for more and more industries. Now we're seeing space start to become a bigger industry for Palantir, and that is why I think the investment thesis for Palantir ultimately makes sense to become one of the most important software companies in the world. You just don't have customers that don't know each other start knowing each other because they're using the same software, and that software allows them to integrate with each other as they're using it. And again, it's not just AWS or GCP or the same cloud computing provider. It is a data analytics provider. So these are companies that are using Palantir software to make decisions and drive business outcomes, which is really unique that they decide, hey, if we can use Palantir software to collaborate with a company like Starlab, then there's a lot of benefits and potential there. This partnership also bolsters Voyager's defense segment, offering the opportunity to use AI to process and optimize flight and testing data on solid fuel thrusters to ensure smooth flight. Palantir software can also help power increase real-time signaling, data processing, and more precise targeting for Voyager's optical communications for DoD customers. Shyam Sankar, CTO of Palantir, says, "We look forward to deepening our collaboration with Voyager Space. Palantir is committed to building transformative AI solutions across every domain. Our work with Voyager enables us to continue expanding the boundaries of these capabilities to better meet the context of our customers' mission. Together, we will drive the innovation our nation needs to create resilient infrastructure, scale production, and uphold national security." Not a bad deal for Palantir. My sort of quick analysis on this is space seems like it's becoming a broader industry for Palantir. Energy, defense, healthcare, and supply chain, I would say, are the top four industries. If I had to rank them, I would put defense, then healthcare, then energy. I actually met Matt Babin, the head of energy at Palantir's AIPCon, and I got to talk to him. Then you have supply chain, and then you have space. Now, space is probably not number 5 yet. I'm sure there's something else that I'm missing that's number 5. But if Palantir starts getting more of these deals, they already have that Meta Constellation product that's important for geospatial intelligence. They already have a partnership with Satellogic that happened back in April of 2022. Now you start getting more space partnerships. There's a massive TAM. SpaceX just got an $843 million contract yesterday from NASA. I mean, and SpaceX's valuation went from $180 billion to $210 billion. I think they're the most valuable startup in the world right now. If space becomes a big opportunity and a lot of people are trying to tackle it, a lot of customers that are trying to tackle it are going to need an operating system to manage all the data they're getting in space. I think that's where Palantir starts to shine. And I also think Palantir can become a foundational product for space companies to start figuring out how to navigate space, because Palantir can go to those space companies and say, hey, we already work with Starlab, we work with Voyager, we work with Satellogic, we work with the DoD, we understand what concerns you have, what you need. Here's how we can offer you something that's better and more differentiated than all these other software providers. That's where I think this is beneficial for Palantir, and ultimately, that's why I think this contract is a really good sign for Palantir's ambition in the space industry. All right, that's it for me. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and comments below about Palantir getting this new space contract at dailypalantir.substack.com. Free email and newsletter if you want to check it out. Twitter in the description as well. You can check that out for more updates in the world of Palantir. And yeah, exciting stuff. More and more deals for Palantir. Thank you all for listening and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.